I used to be paid on date 27 or 28. If 27th was on a Saturday or on Sunday, I would be paid on 26th or 25th. But by the time I'm coming to date 1, I'm already broke. I only have enough for my survival, enough for groceries, and enough for my fare. By date 15, I literally have nothing to spend. I've borrowed so that by the time we are getting paid, I have some loans to pay back. So you even start counting like, okay, it's 9 days to getting paid. So if I borrow 5,000, then it's going to be enough for my fare and for my groceries in the house. Then COVID came. We not only had to wait for the 27, but then I now had to survive on a 50% salary. There was lockdown, so you could not move away. You were supposed to eat healthy at that point. You are in the house every other day. And again, you are not even sure of your job security. You would be dismissed anytime. So that was my wake-up call, and that's what I want us to discuss today. Video, I want us to look at ways in which I was able to maneuver, not always looking forward to date 27 and ensuring that my salary is enough to cater for when we are paid and the next time we are going to pay. So stay tuned and watch the video up to the end. Let us find out my payday routine, or rather how I manage my money to ensure I don't have to keep on looking forward to date 27 or date 28. I'm sure you can all relate, especially you are employed, because we live paycheck to paycheck. We're always looking forward to the next payday. Like you're paid today and you are waiting for the next payday. I started budgeting before the money comes in, so that I'll only have to work with whatever remains. I know my rent is this much, my groceries are this much, my nanny is paid this much, this month I'm paying school fees, so I'll need to set aside this particular amount of money. In the house, I need to pay my electricity bill and other emergencies that may arise. So I have a reference point, and I know if I pay all my fundamentals, all the necessary bills that I have to pay, what remains is like maybe 5,000 or 10,000. I know if there's charity, if there's a donation somewhere, if someone has died, if there's a medical bill to be paid, that is where I should pull the funds away from. Previously, I used to get paid. First of all, nasema, I need to thank myself for working so hard. So it's that day we go to order Pizza Inn or we go to CJ's. I spend like 3,000. I can even buy for friends because the money is available. I've just been paid. I've not allocated it, so I can see it's a lot. The next thing you realize, so there's someone who needs a donation, someone lost a mother, because those WhatsApp groups are normally formed towards the end of the month. So you have to contribute. And because you've not spent that money, you find yourself donating more than you can afford. You can give 3,000. Well, in ideal sense, you can't even afford to give 500 because your bills are also waiting for you. Then the next thing, I'm about to pay my rent. I realized, hiya, I have 20,000 remaining in the account. Okay, this is the money I'm supposed to do shopping. Ata nasema, I'll not do the whole shopping that I require in the house for 8,000. Let me do for 4,000, then I'll see how to top up. So that behavior had to stop. So what I do nowadays, I work from whatever remains. I pay all my bills, I pay my chamas, and then sasa whatever remains is what nitajipeleka out nayo. Ndio nitajua I cannot donate to this person. As much as they are in it, my pocket doesn't allow. And if I have to, then I'll be straining my month. At some point, I'll have to get a loan to survive up to the next payday. I had to shift from using mobile money and credit card to make transactions, but instead use cash money. When I withdraw money and I realize I only have 5,000 shillings, then I kutana na kiatu ya 2,000. I cannot buy because I know at the end of the day, kwani 2,000 imeenda wapi? But when I'm using the credit card of the mobile money, you just send. You need to buy credit, unaenda unabuy. You need to, umeona kitu fancy you admire, you want to buy. Mtu akikwambia nisaidie 2,000, una click, unatuma. So I stopped that. Nowadays, I do cash money. Unless there is need, that is when I'll use mobile money. Natumianga tu nikishalipa bills zangu, hiyo pesa ingine na withdraw, wacha ikae ikiwa cash nijuange kwa bank account I have 0.00 balance. Hivyo napatanga niko na discipline ya kujua I only have 3,000 remaining, so kuna vitu sitaweza kufanya, unlike working blindly without never knowing what balance do I have. Saa zingine unatumia mpaka unaenda kulipa kitu unaambiwa insufficient balance, cause you cannot track back how this money went. But nikiwa nayo cash najua nilikuwa na 10,000 juzi, nikaeka fuel ya 2,000 asubuhi. You know, I'm able to track my expenses. Every coin is actually accounted for. So mimi na mobile money hata kama ni old school, wacha nitumie cash, wacha nisikie hiyo pesa iko mkononi, ndio nikiitumia najua sikuwa nafaa kubai hii kitu ama sifai cause nimebaki na 500. So hata kama umepata kiatu supu ukibai alafu all months are not the same, cause if there's a month like January when you're paying for your car insurance, you're paying for your house insurance, you're paying for your kids school fees, that month is not like February or March when you don't have those kind of expenses. So I determine kitambo, like tukifika January, by November najua nafaa nianze kusave 3,000 ama 10,000 per month na ikakando, ndio siku ya kulipa school fees nisikuje kustrain. I acknowledge the fact that I do loans, si ati because I'm trying to show I'm disciplined, I don't borrow, but now it's a calculated borrowing. I know this month insurance inafaa ilipiwe. Nikiangalia my expenses zangu na mshahara na hizi housing levies naona I cannot be able to spare a whole 20,000 kulipia hiyo ka insurance. So it means I'll have to borrow maybe a soft loan, then najua nitairepay within 2 months or 3 months. Unlike ile blind borrowing yenye umeishiwa na pesa, you are borrowing ndio upate pesa ya kulipa fare ukienda job. Gas ikiisha, you did not budget for gas in the course of the month, you will have to borrow ununue gas. Token ikiishia katikati ya mwezi, now I know mimi token yangu kwa mwezi I use 3,000. So immediately nimelipwa na hakikisha tokens nimenunua ya 3,000. Kitambo ningenunua ya 500, ya 200, ya 300. So at some point unapata sasa stima imeisha. Paka karibu kasirikia hustle pake kuambia ati tokens zimeisha huko. Sasa unaniambia nitatoa wapi pesa? We are only on date 18th of the month. Where do I get that money? Situkae hivyo. So to ensure my peace of mind, I jipanga mapema. Something else I had to do is kutoka chama zingine, cause nilikuwa na chama sijui ya my cousins natoa 1,000, niko na chama ya my sisters natoa 1,500, niko na chama ya high school friends tunafaa tutoe 3,000. Unapata hata hizo chama zinanistrainisha na saa zingine hata nashindwa kutoa. Unapata you'll have to borrow, kama chama ni ya 2,000 una borrow 2,000 alafu utarudisha hiyo 2,000 ikiwa na interest ndio ulipe hiyo chama. Sasa nilipunguza hizo chama nikambaki na chama ngapi? Chama 2 peke yake, ya my sisters and another one for traveling. Then I automated the savings. Kama na save kwa sako inatolewa kwa mshahara, by the time salo inakuja my savings zimeshaenda, cause I also have to be cautious of how I want my future to be. I'm planning maybe to buy a new car, I'm planning to buy new seats. So if I don't save money right now, how will I be able to achieve that goal? I'm planning maybe to buy a land, so lazima ni save kwa sako. I automated those savings. Wacha mshahara ikuje kama ishatolewa, wacha ni survive na hiyo kidogo, kama cause nikijambia ati mshahara ingie ni save, I always find hakuna kitu ya kusave. In any case I'm on the negative, so nitakuwaje negative na bado nipate pesa ya kutoa sako? But ikisha kuja kama imekatwa, I'm able to accommodate the little that have come in. So I urge all of you, can you automate your savings? If you're in those money market, let them be deducted automatically from the salary. If you have a loan that you're repaying, let it be deducted from the pay slip before the money hits the bank. You can even put a check off, so that whatever comes to your account is net. It has already been removed. All other things yenye imebaki sasa ni yako ya kutumia. Something else that has really helped me in managing my salary is taking interest-free loans. You know, with the mobile loans, with Kinatala, Kinabranch, Mshwari, Fuliza, credit is readily available. But then you realize you're charged an interest of 15%, an interest of 9%.
So I try as much as possible, unless there is need to go to maybe M-Shwari or to take a bank loan. I can borrow from my friends or my relatives, mostly my sisters, who, if I request them to give me 10,000, I tell them I'll pay when my salary comes, or I'll pay you in 2 installments of 5,000 each. They'll not ask me to pay interest. So I try as much as possible. And something else, I put a timeline on how I would pay my debts. Debts are not avoidable, especially if you are employed. The only way to prosper is by loans. You take a loan, you buy a property, you take a loan, you advance whatever you want to do, you take a loan for studies. So you have to take a repayment method. So like when I was repaying my help loan, I decided if 4,000 and it's on reducing balance, see, I can do away with all that interest iko by clearing the whole amount. So nikajipea, instead of paying 4,000, I started paying 8,000, and then at a certain point we were given some bonus, and I managed to clear the whole loan. You can imagine I cleared that loan in like 2 years instead of the 4 years they require, and it did away with some of the interest. Okay, I'll talk about some other loans, but I've seen if you take a bank loan, for example, the interest rate is usually on reducing balances. So whenever you get some extra cash, please use it to clear off your debts. We really can't survive. Hata serikali kona deni. So borrow, uharakishe kulipa ndio uavoid your element ya interest. That is exactly how I managed to survive with my salary. There's no side hustle. I'm currently on payslip to payslip, but at least it's able to make me progress, and it's able to make me survive stress free. Cause ukika ukijua una do unakuanga una stressika, and it gives you a peace of mind when you know my finances are well balanced. So I urge you all to take away some tips on what I've shared today, because this is a problem that most employees suffer. Even at my workplace, you'll hear people saying on the 25th, 26th, have we been paid? Because we are all looking forward to this salary. We know if it delays for an extra day, then we are going to experience disaster. So please subscribe to my channel, like and share me out. You're on the road to 500 subscribers. And leave a comment. Let me know, how do you manage your salary? Ama the salary is not even enough. So until next time, nawapenda. Happy Valentine's. Bado tuko ile mwezi ya mapenzi, and nawalomboto. Adios.